Today I am going to compare these three Daniel Smith reds. Last week I did Quinacridone Red, Madder Red from Rosa Gallery, and Pyral Red, I believe, from Rosa Gallery. So, I don't know. I'll link that video at the end and in the cards so you can see it. But it was very interesting. And, you know, I thought I still had these reds here. And I'll also link my other red video because there's a lot of reds out there. I just think that we have too many reds on the market. But, you know, everybody is so similar. Everybody's so different. We all like a good red. Alzarin Crimson is loved by many artists. So I am going to start off with Alzarin Crimson. And I'm going to swatch them. And I'm going to take a minute and label it so I don't get confused on the color, because maybe in my red video a viewer pointed out maybe I got them mixed up, and you know, I might have. So I'm gonna just see here. I'm gonna do them one at a time. I have Alzarin Crimson, and here is that. Alzarin Crimson's really beautiful. It is a really beautiful red. And it mixes well with a lot of different colors and produces good mixes. Really nice. Really nice. Take off some pigment and do another one in a lighter swatch. And it doesn't go out to be real pink, but it is a pink tone. You have to add quite a bit of water to get it to go pink. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to mark it Alzarin Crimson. And these are all Daniel Smith paints. So we're going to get down to really comparing them and seeing what the difference is. Because I'm going to take these colors and I'm also going to mix them with yellow, and I'm going to mix them with Ultramarine Blue to see how they mix. This is Anthranoid Red. Now this is in Moonglow, and as tested by Kimberly Crick, it is fugitive when used in diluted amounts. So, you know, she didn't think that Anthranoid Red was a stable color. But I'm going to test it. I'm not going to test light fastness. I'm just going to test, because as far as light fast goes, I really don't care. Because I think that there is a lot of things that you can do to protect your work from, because Alzarin Crimson's not light fast. It's fugitive. But I think there's a lot of things you can do to protect your work. You know, you can wax it, you can put it behind UV glass. You never want to hang it in the sunlight. Okay, this one is Anthranoid Red. Oh. Now see, I think this PR177, I think that's in that Matter Red. That's a nice red. It's a nice red. Yeah, but, oh my goodness, that's a good red. All right, now let's take some pigment off and get it more diluted. I think I want a different brush. This is just like a Hobby Lobby brush. Let me finish this out. And it's okay, but it does not improve my swatching experience. I like to have a nice experience while swatching. Well, dropped a couple things. Okay, let's mark this one. Anthranoid Red. Daniel Smith. They're about the same hue. This has a little bit more value to it, and this leans a little bit more pink. You know, I don't know, maybe if I would have took more pigment off that brush. They're both beautiful. I'm gonna pick up my Princeton. It just lays down so much better. Okay, now here's Deep Scarlet. Now, in my first red video, where I put out all my Daniel Smith reds, I thought, or all my reds, I think, I thought this wasn't a very pretty red. I thought it looked what I thought was a little bit bloody or ketchupy. So let's just look. I got the right color now. Some more water. And it may lean a little, oh gosh, that's pretty going down in the mass tone. Yeah, it leans a little bit more towards orange. It does. I can see it in the undertone. Can you guys see that? I'll hold this up to the camera so you can get a close-up. These are much more pink. And that Deep Scarlet goes more towards orange. Very much so. So when you mix this with blue, you're going to get a more muted purple. All right, so let's write that down. Deep Scarlet. We got Daniel Smith and Deep Scarlet. So all three very pretty. Let's see what pigment that Deep Scarlet is. It is Series 1, Light Fastness 1, you know, that, well, this is benzodiazolone red, PR 175. Let's see, Alzarin Crimson is light fastness of 4. So it may be, I think the light fastness of 1 is the worst. But I don't know. I don't know. So let's turn the page and mix each one of these, one with blue and one with yellow. I don't want to lean it up against that page. Tell you what, I could just do this. That isn't quite dry yet. All right. So let's get some yellow. Just to be fair, we're going to stick with the same brand. Here's my Daniel Smith palette. These are some extra paints, but I have Hansa Yellow Medium. And I'm going to mix that with the Alzarin Crimson first. Nice orange. Nice orange. Beautiful. Let's get some more of that pigment off. And get this down. That is so pretty. Alzarin Crimson is so nice. I think you can just do so many things with it. All right, now let's do the Anthranoid Red with Hansa Yellow Medium. Okay. Very similar. I think they're very similar. You know, one's a little bit deeper. The Anthranoid Red is a little bit more blue leaning. And we get similar results. Really pretty. Take some pigment off. On Kimberly Crick's channel, this is a little bit more, what would you say, more peachy colored? And that could be because of the blue. I think because it's more blue leaning. Yeah. But both very pretty. Very pretty. Now, my predictions with the Deep Scarlet is it's going to be a more vibrant orange. Because it leans more towards orange already. Let's see. I think it is. I think it is a more vibrant orange. Yep, I think it is. What do you guys think? Does anybody use Deep Scarlet? You know, when I just first was buying Daniel Smith colors, I wasn't really paying attention to, I was learning. So I didn't really know what the pigments would do for me. I was just buying all the reds. I was buying all the colors. Yeah, I believe that this Deep Scarlet is producing a little bit more vibrant orange. These two are more muted, and I think that's because these are more blue leaning and this is more orange leaning. All right, let's mix it with Ultramarine Blue. Okay, we're back, and this is Alzarin Crimson. I'll put a little dot at the top just to remind us. This is Anthranoid Red. It's very pretty. I quit using it after I heard that Kimberly Crick. But, you know, I really don't care about light fastness anyway. Yeah, this Deep Scarlet, it's more orange and more of a tomato color. I think that's a perfect color for tomatoes. Okay, so let's bring out our Daniel Smith Ultramarine Blue. Oh, I just dipped my color in cobalt blue. This is ultramarine. I want to keep things consistent. And oh, there's my paper towel. And with more consistency, you know, because of so many palettes have ultramarine blue in it and also alizarin crimson. So, all right, I'm going to mix that with some alizarin crimson. Oh, that's just a really beautiful violet. Oh shoot, I was doing circles. Let's just do squares. Beautiful violet. And I will have to say that mix, alizarin crimson mixed with phthalo blue red shade, beautiful violet. Quite staining though. I call them scary colors because they can't be lifted very easily. Very pretty. And I'll take a little bit more off and put it right over here. And we get like a lavender color. And if you mix that with a little bit of titanium white, it's really pretty. Really pretty. Okay, let's do the same thing with Anthranoid Red. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Anthranoid Red. All right. There's that. Ultramarine Blue and Anthranoid Red. want to have about the same color as I did, so I want to have the same ratio. You know, it's about the same. It's about the same. Here is a mix of more water, like a tea mix or a coffee. I don't know if it would be coffee or not, because that's quite transparent. And then maybe this would be tea. Very pretty. I'm going to start using both of them because I think they're very beautiful. Okay, so we're going to do the deep scarlet now. Now here's where you're going to see a bigger difference because this leans more towards orange and it's going to turn a little bit more muted. A lot more muted. It's going to be like an eggplant color. It's pretty, but the orange is desaturating it. It's a pretty violet, but it's just not as vibrant. I believe this is the most vibrant. And tea. So they're all three very pretty. I would say that the Alzarin Crimson has more pink in it, so that's why you're getting, I'll show you those mixtures. Let me label them. This is Alzarin Crimson. This is Anthranoid Red. I'm not going to spell out that whole big word. And this is Deep Scarlet. Okay, I think they each have their purpose. This is, I think, the most red. And this is leans a little bit more pink, so you get a little bit more vibrant violet. And then this leans a little bit more orange, so you get a little more muted violet. Let's go back and look at these others. Here they are mixed with okay, and this was mixed with Hansa Yellow Medium, and this was Alzarin Crimson. This was Anthranoid Red, and this was Deep Scarlet. So, you know, if you're wanting to make an orange and you want it to be nice and bright and vibrant, I would pick the Deep Scarlet to mix with. But that's a pretty orange too. This is a more natural orange, I think. what you would see, pumpkins, fall leaves. You know, the Anthranoid Red is pretty too. And here they are on their own again. Yeah, I think Alzarin Crimson was the one that went more towards pink. So if you wanted to have a pink and a red, then Alzarin Crimson would be your go-to. So I hope you got some value out of this video, and let me know if any of you use Deep Scarlet. I am very interested in knowing what you use it for, because, you know, give me some ideas. I really am interested. That is my test on Alzarin Crimson, Anthranoid Red, and Deep Scarlet. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. And I will see you next time. Bye.